Hello everyone, it's your boy, Hunter Reviews, coming at ya. The guy you know, the guy you already know, the guy you're about to know. Hey, if you're new here, click the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Okay, this is good too. So I know I've been gone for a little while. Like you do. I've been gone. School has really kicked me in the ass recently. Your boy's got a cold, so I've just been trying to keep up. I know I've been gone for 2 months, but hey, what are you gonna do? So now we're back. More videos are gonna come out. Definitely gonna review that new Suspiria movie because that shit looks real fucking good. And more movies in the future. I don't fucking know. I don't even know why I do this YouTube channel anymore. But I'm here to entertain you, that's my job. So today, I've made a new segment on my channel called Mini Month Reviews. What these basically are basically little mini reviews of movies that I may have missed over the month. Or maybe movies that I already reviewed on this channel, and I just like give you, I give you a little snippet. Or like maybe I give you more thoughts on the movie that I maybe did not expand on in the original review or some shit like that. But these will happen to the tail end of the month. I want to do these because they seem fun, they seem awesome, and yeah, that's all I'm going to leave you with. Now for this list, 2 movies are being excluded off of this list. One is Beautiful Boy. I have not seen that movie yet. Only thing about it that I heard is that the acting is good and everything else sucks. And I'm not gonna put A Star Is Born. I have seen it. I just don't think it's worth talking about. It's that bad. So let's get into the reviews, shall we? The first movie on this list is Venom. This movie is so bad that it's really, really good. This is everything a movie shouldn't do. This is just like why I hate superhero movies. I don't hate all superhero movies, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just that this is the problem with like recent superhero movies, is that it just feels like they're made for comic book fans, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just us film fans out there still appreciate a good superhero movie here and there. Venom is almost insulting. Like, I hate this movie so much. Like, there is literally nothing good about it. The only thing that's good about this movie is Tom Hardy. And even he is just not really giving a fuck. He's just trying to have fun with this shit. And you can tell. He's just having, like, the best time in his life. For, like, the first time in his entire career, I feel like this is the moment where he can just let go of like the serious shit and he can just have fun. And you can totally tell. Everything else about this movie though absolutely is horrible. The acting by everyone else sucks. Michelle Williams is like, oh my god, bad. Riz Ahmed tries, but I don't think he tried hard enough. The direction is just effortless, soulless, lifeless. Like, I don't even think the director gave a shit about it either. The cinematography is bad. The effect, the CGI in this movie is god awful, and just like the action itself is just, it's so bad it's not even worth talking about. And of course Venom is black, and all of his action scenes are taken at night, so I can't see shite. Oh fuck, I can't even talk about it, it's so bad. Also, the story is awful. It's just bad. None of the characters have any arcs or motivations or reasons to be there. The only reason that there are characters in this movie is so that comic book fans are go, oh, I know that character. I read him or her in the comics, so I know who that is. I totally know who that is. This movie is an instant 10 out of 10. Like, this movie is so bad that it's good. And I'm gonna just leave you with that. Next movie that yours truly saw was, Bad Times at the El Royale. This movie was decent. I think this movie could have been way better if they had a better script. Because I think everything else about this movie is pretty much good, except the story. The direction is great. I think artistically this movie is pretty well shot. I love the framing in this movie. It's pretty well done. The cinematography is pretty good. The score is okay. The acting is pretty good. I think it's the center point of the whole movie. Everything about this movie is good except the story. The progression of the story makes absolutely no sense. It's paced awfully. Some characters have things about them, like a past or like history, and it absolutely makes no sense because like the secrets aren't revealing. And I would have liked it if they gave the characters more character so that when these reveals are finally revealed, then it's a shock, if you know what I'm saying. This movie could have been way better if the characters were way better, and the 3-act structure of this movie kind of gets like lost and it kind of like crumbles and falls apart. Like the first act is just set up, second act is just like this isolation, kind of solitude kind of movie, and then the third act is just like fucking we gotta find a way to end it, so let's just end it there. The movie kind of ended, like it just kind of ended for me, and I felt like it needed just a little bit more. I would have liked it if it had just one more scene, but that's literally all I have wrong with this movie. Next movie I saw was the new Halloween movie. Do I want to talk about this movie? Yes, I do. This movie is really bad. This movie is bad for the wrong reasons. This movie could have been the revival of the series, and I actually would have liked it if this was the final movie of the series. It's kind of been dead, and it's kind of like we're just beating a dead horse at this point. This could have been a great ender, but no, they set us up for a sequel. So we already know that there's going to be a sequel, and they're not going to stop these movies now that I think about it, because this movie's box office records are insane. And so you know they're just going to produce and make more Halloween movies. This series is never going to end. It's going to go on till the end of time, and it's never going to stop. And I feel like this movie has almost no importance because of it. The direction is okay. Some scenes are shot awfully. The framing and composition in some scenes is just god-awful. But there's some shots that look nice. The cinematography is decent at best. Mediocre, if I had to say. The acting, the only good actress was Jamie Lee Curtis. Everyone else sucked a big old testy. The script is probably the worst thing about it, because Danny McBride wrote it. And of course there's comedy in it, and the comedy is so bad. It's just like, what? Why did you even try with the fucking comedy, my guy? Why did you try? The next movie I saw was the new Damien Chazelle movie, First Man. This movie was actually really good. This might be my favorite movie of the month. This is a really good movie. Damien Chazelle has been a really weird director for me, because Whiplash is fantastic. I'm almost forced to do a classic rewind because I just want to get all my thoughts on La La Land out. So I won't tell you what I think about La La Land. And now he has First Man, and it's just like where was this in La La Land? This movie is a really interesting movie because it's almost like a new kind of style for Damien Chazelle. The way scenes are shot, especially the space scenes, like these scenes are so well filmed that it's insane. Like whenever you're in space or in the shuttle with Neil Armstrong, like it's intense shaky cam. It's supposed to make you feel like you're in the ship with Neil and Buzz Aldrin. And I like that the whole film was shot like that, because I don't think they used a tripod in this film. It's entirely handheld, and so there are amazing scenes where we just get this very intense and very melodic feel to it. Like when two people are talking, even then they're using shaky cam. And I think shaky cam in those type of scenes adds a lot to the story, because it makes it feel real life. Like someone's recording all of this stuff and just like it's put onto the screen. It's like it's recorded in real time. If I had one problem, is that I think the score could have been way better. It kind of feels a little rushed, and in some scenes the score feels a little forced. I think they could have used a way better script, because it kind of feels like I'm not really getting that much time with Neil. Some of the best scenes in the movie are the family scenes, and I wanted like more of that. And I know it's focused on like the space exploration stuff. That is interesting. I think that could have been a subplot, but like I really love the family scenes. I think that could have been the main focus, because with a movie like this, I feel like this needs to be a character study and not a film about how they got to the moon, because I already know how they got to the moon. Okay? They got there in a space shuttle that they built out of almost nothing. And so I know how they got there. I know how it happened. I just want to know about Neil Armstrong. It's about Neil Armstrong, so I want to know about that guy. I want to know what his family life was like and what his normal life was like. And they only just touch on it, and I wish they would have just like did a full front flip into that kind of idea of the movie. But yeah, that was it. This is the video. How am I gonna end it? I'm gonna end it with this.